Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. We can see that the prices are going down, currently in line with my primary expectations. We talked about it earlier today and in the last few videos, to be honest. You know that my price target for Bitcoin is sitting between 20 and 29K. So we are still far away from that. And I'm not telling you that the current move down, what we're doing here for Bitcoin is already the sell-off that is going to take us immediately into that direction. Not necessarily. So in the previous video we talked about this the pattern, the three peaks and the domed house pattern, which looks really similar to what we see on the screen here. Yeah, so according to that pattern we should see a sell-off into that yellow target area. Not only according to that pattern, no, also according to my Elliott Wave count and what Bitcoin has done historically, we should see, and I believe that is something that Bitcoin has to do in order to build a solid foundation for new all-time highs. So that is sitting between 20 and 29K. Still far away from that, yeah, but we already were at 33. It's not guaranteed it's going to happen, of course not, but I strongly believe, because Bitcoin has always done it, because we need a clean correction, we need to neutralize everything that happened here, yeah, to be able to complete a new all-time high. So at the moment, though, we are here pretty much in a a period where we're not going to really know what's going to happen. Throughout or since the end of November, I've been like, you know, we're going to get down to this target area. And now we are in a period where we've got two alternatives to tell you before. Above 46.5K, we can see an extended movement to the upside before we then come into my target area down there. My primary expectation has been and will be, as long as we don't break above 46.5K, that we come down straight away into my target area. And currently we see some downside movement. And I told you in the last few videos that if the bulls don't really push through here, then we are going to see downside movement, because then the indicators are going to turn red again, because the upward momentum has faded. And we could already see it earlier this morning when after Bitcoin burned its fingers here, when it tried to touch the 45K again. It then started to head down again, and yeah, there was a bit of downward momentum already at play. But this doesn't mean anything, because overall, I think we've done everything correctly here. You know, on this channel we said, wait, not do anything. We need to see what the market is going to do. I only would enter a new long position above 46.5K after a retest. Until then, I do expect a further sell-off. Now that's going to happen. That's happening at the moment. And that we're going to see the 41.5K. Now we haven't reached them yet, but we're already at 42K. So I believe we're now going to get into the 41.5K area. That's the next support level. The reason that we found a little bit of support here around 42K is simply that if we put the VPVR on, the historical volume, you can see that in this whole area here, you've got a lot of volume, especially here around 42K. This area of trade that we had here before, there's just support resistance, you know, a bit of difficult to get through there, but then you can see here around 41.5K you've got another cluster, so that will be support. Okay, 41.5K, that is, and if we break above that, below that, there is for a long time nothing. So if we break below 41.5K, you're going to see a significant price drop, in my opinion. But we also talked about the possibility, and you know, either way we did expect here a move down, because we talked about, let me hide the VPVR again. We talked about this could become a inverse head and shoulders as well. And for an inverse head and shoulders, we would also need this sell-off that we're currently seeing, because here then you would find support probably also at 41.5K and then come up again to the 44.5K level or 45K, break above this neckline here then, and then go to the upside. Okay, and that could take us to 55K, that technical target. And the 55K level would also be the 61.8% fib level, fib retracement, the most important one. So we've got a confluence of factors here. So it's again, you know, we can only watch at the moment what's going to happen. Do we break below 41.5K, or do we come up again and do this head and shoulders pattern? So at the moment, everything that is happening sort of in this range at the moment doesn't really give us anything significant. I think, however, below 41.5K, if we break below that, we've got good chances that we could then finally see that sell-off happen. At the moment, it's too early to say that. It's too early to say that still, unfortunately. But yeah, you know, you're seeing here this sell-off at the moment as per the expectations, and I think we're going to reach here in the next few hours, maybe till tomorrow, that 41.5K level, and then we will see how the price is going to react to it. And I already told you what's going to happen if we break the 41.5K. And however, if we find support here and bounce to the upside, that could fulfill a inverse head and shoulders. That would be a bullish pattern, and then we have good chances to break above the 46.5K. We on this channel know for both scenarios what we're going to do. Did explain it all in previous videos. Above 46.5K, I'm going to enter a long position with a take profit targets. I talked about that in previous videos as well. And if we go down straight away, then I've got my buy order set. We talked about that as well, because then we are going to finally head into the direction where we can complete the correction between 20 and 29K for Bitcoin. Right, what do the indicators tell us? Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart here. We've just crossed the 50 line to the downside, bearish. We already had bearish momentum on the 4-hour MACD earlier today. That was already a signal. We talked about it, and as usual, the MACD was a good forecaster and helped us to forecast that the price is going to go down. 8-hour chart also going to lose here buying momentum, and if this is going to persist, you get a bearish cross on the 8-hour that can really accelerate the downside potential. We now also see on the daily decreasing buying momentum. Earlier today it was still increasing, so yeah, quite a big red candle now. Bit of profit taking after the strong pump that we saw here recently. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, not really any more I can tell you, just to watch these levels. And for both scenarios, I told you what's going to happen in my point of view. ADA also broke here below this ascending trend line. We had the ascending trend line. There was a chance it could hold this level. But in my earlier video today, we could already see that it broke the 92-cent level. So it was already likely that we could go down further. And we said if it's going to break that, then you're going to see here the probably the 85 cent, the previous low here. And if you break that, you could get all the way down to 75 cents. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for here. And then, yeah, not a good sign for ADA that we broke here this ascending trend line, but together with Bitcoin, it's going down. And as you know, my primary expectation also for ADA has been that we're going to come down once more here into the yellow target area. Now we're far away from that, but now we need to see, do we make a lower low or will it end as a higher low? Higher low would be a bullish sign, lower low would not be good and would then be in line with my primary expectation. Yeah, that's here currently my view on Bitcoin and Cardano. Can't really tell you any more. Need to see how the price is going to develop in the next few hours, then we can determine further. We still have the two scenarios on the table here, and however, we're getting closer here to the downside again and to a potential fulfillment of my primary expectation of an immediate sell-off for Bitcoin and Cardano. Yeah, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe, and also please leave a comment for the algorithm. And if you really like the content, then yeah, check out the channel membership. You can do that on my website or here on YouTube. For both options, you can find the link in the description. And if you join as a channel member, you can get access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server, a weekly live stream, and all sorts of additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.